What happened to you when you were young that you didn't understand until years later? When I was in kindergarten, my best friend was a boy named Daniel. We bonded over dinosaurs almost from the first day of school. At recess, we'd run around the playground pretending to be raptors or T-Rexes, roaring at the other kids, chasing each other through the wood chips. We each had a collection of toy dinosaurs at home. And almost every week, we'd bring one or two to school and trade. The other kids had action figures or Hot Wheels, but for us, it was dinosaurs. I still remember the one he was most proud of, a glow-in-the-dark triceratops with little green horns that shone faintly in the dark corners of the classroom cubbies. He let me play with it once during nap time, and I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. January rolled around, and I was excited for my birthday. My mom, Lisa, was planning a small party at our house with cake, balloons, and a few kids from school. The first person I told was Daniel. He smiled, said he'd come for sure, promised to bring one of his favorite dinosaurs to show me. I couldn't wait. The day of the party came. I remember being so impatient, standing by the front window in my little paper party hat, waiting for Daniel. My mom kept telling me to relax, that he'd be there soon. The other kids showed up, we played games, ate cake, and opened presents, but I kept glancing toward the door. Every time the bell rang, I thought it was him. He never came. At some point, I asked my mom where Daniel was. She knelt down, pushed my hair back, and said softly, "Sweetie, Daniel won't be able to come today. He won't be coming to school again either." I was 6 years old. I didn't understand what she meant. I thought maybe he had the flu, or maybe he moved away. I remember nodding and saying, "Okay, I'll see him later then." She hugged me tightly, and I went back to my friends, not fully grasping why her face looked so sad. It wasn't until years later that I learned the truth. Daniel had been in a car accident that morning on the way to my birthday party. His family never made it. He died before the party even started. As a child, the reality of that didn't settle in. For weeks, I kept expecting him to show up at school. Every time I pulled out my dinosaur toys, I thought about which one I'd trade with him next. It took a long time before I understood that there wouldn't be any more trades. My mom said she struggled with how to tell me. She had decided to soften it, to wait until I was older to explain fully. I think she wanted to protect me, but in a way that made it harder. For years, I carried this hazy memory of my best friend simply vanishing, leaving me confused and waiting. By the time I was old enough to understand what death meant, the weight of it hit all at once. Every birthday after that carried a strange heaviness. I'd blow out my candles and remember that Daniel never got to blow out any more of his. The day that should have been filled only with balloons and laughter was forever tied to loss. People sometimes asked if I had kept any of the toys we traded, and the truth is, I did. The last thing Daniel gave me was that glow-in-the-dark triceratops, the one he had been so proud of. It was a birthday gift. He had handed it to me a week before, during recess, telling me it was mine now. I still have it. Even now, as an adult, it's tucked away in a small box with a few keepsakes. When I hold it under a lamp for a minute and turn off the lights, the little green horns still glow faintly in the dark. It's a small thing, just a cheap toy, but to me, it's Daniel's memory preserved in plastic. Every birthday, I think about him, about the way we roared across the playground, about how excited I was waiting for him to walk through my front door, about how he never got the chance. That triceratops is the only gift I ever got from him, and the last piece of my best friend I'll ever have.